Hello, everybody. It's that time of day again. It's story time. I got my frumpy reading sweater on. Let me get comfortable here. Yeah, there, I'm all comfortable. And let's see what we got to drink today. A nice cup of coffee. Okay, today I'm going to tell you a story. And the story is called Princess Stephanie and Split Pea Soup. Well, once upon a time, not too long ago, there was a kingdom. And like all kingdoms, it had a castle. And the castle was way up on a hill. And down below the castle was the village. Was the kingdom. And as with all kingdoms, it had a king and a queen and a Princess Stephanie and a prince, her brother. And they lived in the castle, and the people lived down below, and it was a happy kingdom. Everybody was very happy. And in this land, in this kingdom, one of the favorite foods of everybody, in fact, it was a specialty of the land, was split pea soup. The king loved split pea soup. The queen loved split pea soup. The prince loved split pea soup. Princess Stephanie, not so much. Now, let me tell you about Princess Stephanie. Princess Stephanie is a very lovely young girl. She had a very nice smile. She had very nice long black hair that came down to about the middle of her back. And she liked to play with the kids down in the village. In fact, she liked to climb trees, and she liked to go fishing, and she liked to jump rope, and she liked to do all sorts of things and wrestle with everybody. But the problem is, the only thing she really didn't like was wearing princess clothes and split pea soup. Now, here's the thing. Princess clothes tend to get in the way when you're trying to climb a tree. When you're trying to climb a tree and you reach up for a branch and your legs just can't grab the tree because you got this big fluffy dress around. So that makes it hard for climbing trees. And when she was trying to skip rope, the big fluffy princess dress was in the way each time. It's harder for her to skip rope. And when she went fishing, well, you know, a lot of kids could step in the water and they go up to their ankles or maybe through their knees and they're fishing for a fish. And well, every time she stepped in, her big fluffy dress got all wet and it was just, and it was very hard for her. But she was still a very happy princess. In fact, she used to play with the kids and she'd run around, and she even wrestled with some of the boys and pinned them because they had a hard time trying to pin her when she had this big fluffy dress pushing them down. Yeah, the big fluffy dress and the princess clothes always got in the way. But there was one other thing. Did I tell you that in this kingdom, they made magnificent split pea soup? I mean, this was the best split pea soup anywhere. Everyone would tell you. In fact, this was the national food of this kingdom. Everybody loved it. I told you, the king loved the split pea soup. The queen loved the split pea soup. The prince loved the split pea soup. The Princess Stephanie, not so much. Now, here's the problem. It's being as it's the food of the land, everyone expected all the royal family to love split pea soup. But Stephanie, not so much. Well, one day, she was down in the village playing. And everyone in the village knows that Stephanie doesn't like split pea soup. Except for this one family. They moved from over the hill. There was another kingdom over there, and they didn't like it there anymore, so they moved over here. And he was a cobbler. He made shoes. And he was doing a good job. And Princess Stephanie needed some new shoes. So she went down there, and she banged on the door. And she said, I need some new shoes. And he said, well, come right in. And he measured her foot and he said, okay, they'll be ready Tuesday. But while she was there, she saw a very handsome young man. And she thought, I should be friends with him because he's a very handsome young man. So they went fishing together and they ran into the hills and they picked some elderberries and some strawberries and things like that. And they were having a wonderful time. But this family were from a different kingdom. And they didn't know that Princess Stephanie didn't like split pea soup. And that night, they invited Princess Stephanie over for dinner. And the mother had heard that split pea soup is the dish of the kingdom. And she learned how to make it from her neighbors. And they said, you do it this way, and you boil it just like this, and you add... And it was a magnificent split pea soup. And when they sat down for dinner, everyone got a bowl of split pea soup, including Princess Stephanie, because she was their special guest. And Princess Stephanie saw the split pea soup there. And you know what she did? She ate the split pea soup. In fact, she finished her whole bowl of split pea soup. And she told the mother, she said, this was the finest split pea soup I have had in a very long time. She didn't lie, because she hasn't had split pea soup in years, because she doesn't like split pea soup. And when the mother said, would you like some more? She said, oh, no, thank you. I've had enough. Because she was a real princess, and she didn't want to insult the mother by saying, no, she didn't like the split pea soup. Well, the next day, once again, Princess Stephanie came down to play, and the young man went out playing with her, and they had fun, and they played with the other kids, and they played ball, and come supper time, they invited Stephanie for supper again. And Stephanie said, okay. And once again, they sat down, and once again, Mom made split pea soup, and everybody had some. Well, finally, Princess Stephanie had to eat hers again, and she did. She finished her whole bowl of split pea soup. And the mother said, would you like some more? Said, no, I'm quite full, thank you. Because Princess Stephanie was very polite, and she ate what was put in front of her. Well, while they were out playing the next day, she told the boy that, you know, I really don't like split pea soup. He said, what? Everybody loves split pea soup. It's the food of the kingdom. Said, I know, my mom likes split pea soup. My dad likes split pea soup. My brother, the prince, likes split pea soup. I don't like split pea soup. Oh dear. And that's what my mom's been feeding you. It's okay. I will eat her split pea soup. Well, the next day, when the mother invited her for supper, Stephanie was very concerned. She didn't know whether or not she could stay, because she didn't want any more split pea soup, but she thought it would be rude to say no. So she sat down for supper, and the mother brought out split pea soup, put some out for the father, put some out for the handsome young boy, put some out for herself, and in front of Stephanie, she put a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because she had heard that the princess does not like split pea soup. And Princess Stephanie had a big smile on her face, and she ate her peanut butter and jelly sandwich and thanked the mother very politely. And from that day forward, everybody in the kingdom knew Princess Stephanie does not like split pea soup. The end. I hope you liked that story. But that's the end of our story. You have yourself a great day. You take care of one another. You take care of yourself. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay? Bye now.